At the beginning, there was fire. To control it is the biggest challenge. Since the beginning of time, fire has held a special fascination for people. On the one hand, the discovery of fire is seen as a decisive step in our history of human evolution. On the other hand, we fear its destructive force. The Wagner Company, operating successfully in fire protection since 1976 on a national and international level, had a vision in 1998 to create a system that can prevent fires from breaking out. The vision has become reality. We succeeded in developing an innovative technology which does not even allow fires to break out in the first place. Oxy Reduction, the active system for fire prevention. Fire in the computer center, a horror scenario. The MDR contribution from the TV series Einfach Genial shows that this fear can be a thing of the past through the use of Oxy Reduction. We enter the high-security wing of the German press agency DPA. This computer center houses the digital brain of DPA, a highly sensitive area. Data processing 24 hours a day, the latest news from all over the world, up to 800 reports every day that are delivered to TV stations, radio stations and newspapers. Sometimes we just have seconds. We never have more than minutes. This means we cannot really afford frictional loss in what we're doing. Therefore, all our systems are designed to function without interruption. A fire in the computer center, the news stops at DPA. Inconceivable. Therefore, we do not allow anything at all to catch fire. You can definitely assume that no fire can break out here. I'll show you. We try again and again. However, neither a match nor a firelighter, simply nothing will burn. Even a candlelight goes out as soon as we approach the computer center. The secret, there's too little oxygen in the air for a fire. This invention has been created by Werner Wagner, whom we find in his company in Langenhagen. For more than 30 years, he's been working with his team on inventions for fire prevention. He was highly fascinated by the idea of Oxy Reduction right from the beginning. What fascinated me as an engineer was the vision which then appeared. We can ensure that you no longer have any fires. However, in the fire container, we ignite a fire, first with normal oxygen content in the air. The paper burns immediately. Especially dangerous in material stores, polystyrene. Burning drops enable the flames to spread fast. A cable does not catch fire quite so quickly. However, once it starts to burn, there is no more stopping the flames and poisonous gases. Now, monitored by computers, pure nitrogen is guided into the room. The oxygen content decreases. After just a few minutes, the sensors report an oxygen content of 17%. The firelighter is still burning. Finally, it strikes at 15%. Time for our second attempt at lighting a fire. In the adjacent room, a burner is lit and the flame is kept going through an oxygen line. And now the test. Paper is carbonized, however does not burn. With full oxygen content, it was burning within seconds. Polystyrene, it melts, however does not catch fire, and no burning drops are formed, as with our first test. A cable would scorch slightly with a short circuit, however it does not catch fire, as with full oxygen content. The 15% are not good for the fire. However, what about us? You can compare this with a visit to the mountains. The effects from the reduction in the level of oxygen to 15 volume% corresponds to breathing at a stay at 2,700 meters above sea level. As a precautionary measure, the employees at DPA undergo regular medical checkups. Oxy Reduct is already used in computer centres and materials stores throughout. Thus, it is possible to protect public buildings, such as museums and galleries, against fire. At closing time, the oxygen content would be reduced to 15%. Enough to breathe, too little for a fire. Enough to breathe, too little for a fire. Oxy Reduct, that is the new way in fire prevention. The active system for fire prevention is already successfully used today at almost 100 locations, both nationally and internationally, where optimum fire prevention is required. Oxy Reduct is the first system of its kind in Germany to be acknowledged by the VDS. Besides computer centres, libraries and museum archives, the system also effectively protects film and data archives, deep freeze warehouses and cold storage houses, warehouses with small loading carriers, foodstuff and seasonal goods warehouses, and hazardous goods warehouses. We ensure that a fire can no longer break out in your building.